What's going on, everybody? Today we got a fun one. I've been wanting to do this one for a bit since I picked up both these pistols over the last few months. I started out with the normal Mac-9 before they came out with the comp version. So I went ahead and tried the Underworld Arms Cyclops Compensator. It's a bolt-on version. Just tossed that onto the standard Mac-9. So I got to try that out a little bit, and then they released the comped version from the factory, from TSOS, imported by Military Arms Corporation. So I, of course, had to pick that up. And while I still had both of them, I figured, hey, why not do a head-to-head comparison, do some slow-mo video, some normal video, and just kind of overall thoughts and comparisons on both of them. So here you go. All right, so we're going to start off with the new version of the Mac-9, which is the Mac-9C. This is the 4.25 length. So you're sacrificing a little bit of the rifling in the barrel to get the benefit of the built-in compensator. All right, moving right along. Now we're into the Underworld Arms Cyclops. Basically, it's a pre-built compensator that you can bolt on to the standard Mac-9. So basically this is going to be the poor man's Staccato XC, and basically it's in looks only. There's going to be a little bit of difference, of course, with the fit and finish for the Mac-9 versus the Staccato. But you're also going to be paying probably a quarter of the price. Just to change things up a little bit, I did a vertical shot so you can kind of really see the muzzle flip between the two different versions. And for those with higher attention to detail, you'll notice the TRL1 on the Mac-9C. I didn't put the keys in that kind of fix it in place. I just kind of wanted to see if it would hold, if I really wrenched it down there. Mainly I was just curious, but as you'll see, it slowly did start working its way forward, so I'd have to mash it back down every now and then. So both pistols, I've had a little work done to them. So I did stipple the grips myself on both of them. Kind of did like the tree bark look. I think I might change it up on one of them. The Mac-9C, it's got the hollow sun with the ACSS Vulcan reticule. So it's got that giant outer ring that helps you kind of align your target quickly. It goes away once you're on target. So that's a pretty neat optic there. It kind of gives you a lot of options for, non-traditional shooting positions. So let's say you're doing something, working around vehicles, or you're laying down, seated. Really helps you get up on there and find that dot when sometimes it can be a little bit challenging. Now the base Mac-9 with the Underworld Arms comp on it, it's the Gen 1, so it doesn't have the suppressor height sights, which I think they later came out with. Other than the stippled grip, there's not much been done to that one. Now the Underworld Arms Comp added to the standard Mac-9 with the 4.25-inch barrel did give it some extra length up front. You also didn't sacrifice any rifling. I believe this also added a little bit more weight up front to help with the muzzle flip. Also, the energy from the comp itself gave it a little bit more leverage being farther out like that compared to the current one that's the built-in 4.25-inch total length. So there's less leverage basically on that front end once the recoil or once the energy pushes that barrel back down. So I think the added length really did help a little bit. And I could see that there was just a little bit less flip on that front end between the two. Now some people wonder how much the muzzle blast affects your vision or anything like that. I never saw the flash while shooting. Haven't tried it at night. That could play a part. As far as reliability, I only ran about 200 rounds through it on this session, doing head-to-head. They both ran perfectly. They both chambered rounds from releasing the slide perfectly fine. No malfunctions at all. Muzzle blast, I know some people wonder about that. I haven't tried it at night, so I really can't tell you there, but during the shooting at the range, I didn't even see the blast when I was firing, so it didn't have any effect there. Yeah, overall it was really good. My next step is going to be to test it with hollow points and really see how they do, so I'll have a video following up on that. Now, to get a really good feel for the comp and its effect, I probably should just do a one-handed shooting video comparing the two, because I think that'll really kind of highlight any differences with the comp itself. Because right now, using a two-handed grip, if you've got your grip set up properly, a lot of that's going to mitigate any recoil or muzzle flip just by a good grip. So that might be something interesting to try also, because it's a little bit harder to keep it stable with just that one hand. Something for another video, I guess. So during this testing session, I pretty much just stuck with just the 115 grain basic target ammo, and then I also ran in some 124. Both of them, full metal jacket, no hollow points, and as I said, they ran perfectly fine, no issues there. But it was a very limited round count, so really needed to do a high round count video. But right now, with the ammo prices the way they are and the old budget, that might have to be for a later video. All right, so which one would I get? Well, if you've already got the Mac-9 Standard Edition, the Underworld Arms Comp is a great addition if you're looking for that Staccato XC look, a compensated feel. It does add a little bit of weight to the end of the barrel, which I think is also why it felt a little bit less jumpy than the other one. Again, both of them were great, very shootable, but it just felt like the longer barrel and comp combo just jumped ever so just a bit less. But the biggest drawback for me is that bolt-on part. It's introducing another point of failure. So you're always going to have to be cognizant of those screws. Are they still tight? Did you Loctite it in properly? Are they going to work their way loose over time? You don't want them flying off at the wrong time. Also, when you try to take it down for cleaning, it makes it a lot more involved, because you got to take that piece off, then you got to make sure it's all Loctited back in. Now, if you're here watching this video just because you like guns, I don't blame you. If you're interested in a compensated pistol, just know taking that time to get practicing with your handgun or rifle and learn those techniques to mitigate recoil is going to be probably the biggest factor. Having a good grip, a good stance, all that is going to make more of an impact than something that you could do to your pistol. So just get that practice in, spend that time, sometimes saving money on the gun itself and put it into ammo purchases and range time may actually make a bigger difference in the long run. Now, full disclosure, I did pay for the both firearms. Nobody donated it to me. The comp also purchased. I did take the basic Mac-9 with the Underworld Arms Comp bolted on. I took that to a class. For that day, we had about 300 rounds we were running through. Partially through the class, I think we've gotten about 200 rounds, and I noticed my accuracy was falling off. It's just not consistent anymore. So I swapped out guns for the rest of the class. Once I got home, I was checking out the Mac-9 with the comp built on, or with the comp screwed on there. And I noticed it had worked its way loose, so you could just move it back and forth. So I don't know if that played a part in the issue with the accuracy, but it certainly wouldn't have helped. So take that with a grain of salt. That's data point of one, but basically make sure those things are Loctited in. If you can have some sort of witness marks that you can add to the screws, that might help as well. That way you can have a quick way to visually inspect to see if they're moving at all. You don't want this coming off at the worst time. You don't certainly want it to fall off the front and shoot it or something like that during a range session. Anyway, just a data point. Again, your mileage may vary. And again, the accuracy was great with both of them. Don't judge the targets. I was trying different drills as far as double taps, transitions, running it out all the way out to full distance, things like that. I will be doing more accuracy testing later, probably using a bench rest or something like that. But that's basically it. Mainly just wanted to kind of go over the differences between the two and show some recoil shots and a little slow-mo footage. Thanks for watching.